I love cooking dishes which look and taste like they're incredibly complicated and have taken a huge amount of effort, but in reality are actually pretty simple. This is exactly one of those dishes, and I'm doing a wonderful lamb ragu. I'm cooking with neck fillets, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful cut of meat. It's inexpensive and it is delicious, but it does need to be cooked quite slowly and for a long time. So to start off with, I'm going to get some olive oil into my pan. And while that's heating, I'm just going to season my neck fillets. So a pinch of salt and some pepper. Right, so those neck fillets have browned all over, and I'm just going to take them out and pop them on the plate. Great. And now in the same pan, I'm going to pour in my onions straight in. So our onions have started to soften, so it's time to go into the garlic. Stir that round, and that's going to cook for about 30 to 40 seconds. Now our meat goes straight back into the pan. Now a glass of white wine. And just let that bubble for a minute or two, just to burn off all that alcohol. And now in with our spicy roasted pepper pesto. That's going to be the kind of backbone of the flavour of this dish. And our stock. Finally, in with the fresh thyme. Give it all a quick stir. Now I'm going to cover that and turn the heat right down and cook it with the lid on for about an hour and a half. The lamb's had an hour and a half. As you can see, the sauce is starting to thicken, starting to reduce. What I need to do is cook it for a further 45 minutes with the lid off, and that's going to really intensify those flavours and thicken up the sauce. That smells divine. You can smell that sweetness and that real rich meatiness. Now what I'm going to do is just take out those lovely pieces of lamb. You've actually got to be quite careful because they are meltingly soft at this point. So I'm going to put that to one side. Sauce is ready. I'm just going to go and get my pasta, which I've cooked and drained. Straight in with that. And just carefully stir that through. So our troffee is now coated in that wonderfully thick, rich sauce. And over to the meat. Now what I'm going to do is, using 2 forks, just start to shred this meat. You can see just by pressing it, it just falls apart. It's so, so soft. So the meat's ready, and that's it. My spicy roasted pepper pesto braised lamb with troffee.